It was crazy. And then they wheeled me back into my room, and it was there was like this surgical tape across my belly and everything, and I mean, I got to meet her, and that was so cool. Yeah, when they actually gave her to me, I felt like I didn't know how I would feel. Like, you know, when they give you a baby, like I thought you have to like kind of, you know, get to know the baby and then you'll be in love with it or whatever. But it was like instant.
Yeah.
As soon as I felt her, as soon as I touched her, like I just was in love with her, you know?
Yeah, me too. She's so cool and so small. She has like a feisty personality.
Oh my God,
like,
does she ever? And she has Mummy's scowl.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
that stupid face I always make?
Awesome.
It's like angry all the time, and it's like Charlotte does it perfect. I feel like she's making fun of me when she does it, you know?
Yeah, she has these awesome dimples.
They're so deep.
She has my nose so far.
Yeah.
We don't know how it's going to turn out later.
But she kind of has my lip shape.
Yeah, she has Jane's lips.
That fat bottom lip, man. Yeah,
And
I hope she
like
keeps it. Cause
dark blue eyes for now. You know, that changes, obviously.
Yeah. And, she's a full head of hair.
Yeah. She's really light, but that changes as well.
Yeah.
So our nurse, what's her name?
Which one? So there was Lindsay, there was
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Yeah,
okay, so Cheyenne is like a beautiful light-skinned girl, and then she went into the washroom to like empty my urine bag or whatever, and then Justin's like, ask her what her background is. I'm like, isn't that like microaggression or something? Or like racism?
Stuff,
yeah. And he's like, just ask her. And I was like, when she came back, Cheyenne, so we were wondering, what are your parents' backgrounds? And then she goes, my mom is...
She laughed first.
Yeah, she laughed. And she goes, my mom is Irish and English, and my dad is Jamaican. And Justin's like Charlotte. I'm just Irish, and he's Jamaican. But I mean, it was like, I was like, how old are you? And she goes, 29. And I'm like, look, it's our baby in 29 years. Yeah. She was laughing. I loved her. She was great. Cool. Like, all the nurses were amazing.
Yeah, they were.
And Karina and Lindsay washed my hair because I looked like Charlize Theron from Monster. And that was another thing. PETA took the picture of me and then did like a side-by-side of those two. I was crying, laughing. It was so funny.
So then after that, we had to stay in another section of the hospital.
Yeah, it was called Mother and Baby.
Right, so they had to make sure Jane was okay and make sure Charlotte was okay.
Yeah.
So after that...
Because Charlotte is considered a preemie because she was born at 36 weeks and 3 days.
Right.
And 37 weeks is full term.
Right, so she was like 5 days...
4 days premature.
4 days premature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because of that, her blood sugar was low. So they call her a sugar baby, and they had to like poke her heel and make it bleed every
72 hours. When you're a premature baby, you have to stay another 72 hours after birth.
It was pretty rough. Is my face a mess?
You got makeup tears.
Can't help it.
Okay. It's okay.
We were really reliving a pretty tragic.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, not tragic because like everything worked out okay, but like
traumatic.
Yeah.
And amazing, like both.
Yeah, like know? I mean, nothing was traumatic about the nurses. The nurses were incredible. They were so great, but the experience and the anesthesiologist, like, and Dr. Kang, like, 7:28, she came into the room to talk to us about the C-section, and Charlotte was out at 8:17 a.m. Mm-hmm. So like less than an hour. Less than
an hour, man.
From
she, cut you
in
up
the
and
room.
Stitched you up. Like,
yeah.
Did a great job. She was good.
And her incision, like. Her stitching is perfect. Like, they flipped my skin inside and did it on the inside, so you can't even see anything.
How do they even do that?
I don't know, man, but it looks pretty crazy.
So they moved us to this other room that was like a quarter of the size of the room we were in before. Actually, they moved us...
First...
We have to skip some stuff.
Yeah.
First, we're within a two-bed, and there's this family. There was like 20 people yelling.
Yeah, and they just kept... And then finally the nurse... Mirabelle, like, I was like, listen, I gotta get out of here. I need a private room. And then she's like, okay. And she saw how many people kept coming in for the other woman.
She kept yelling at them. Like,
yeah, she's like, you have to be quiet because they're like shouting.
Yeah, like shouting.
Yeah. And then finally she moved me when Justin was out getting us some food because I was finally allowed to eat. And
so I went to get.
I wanted Burger King and
I got
pizza.
a Whopper, a poutine, and I got a medium
pepperoni pizza. Yeah. So I wanted like my favorites.
Because you kept talking about burgers and pizza.
Those are my favorites, man.
All right, I'm gonna go get it for you.
Yeah. Then I moved to the private room.
Yeah, it was a private room, which was nice, but it was really small.
So tiny. Like our studio room is way bigger than the room.
Yeah, this studio we're in right now is bigger than where we're
Charlotte's bedroom, which is the smallest room in our house, is bigger than the room that we were in.
So we're in there for 72 hours, right?
Yeah.
So the 72 hours comes, it was torture. It was the worst.
Well, 48 hours came, right? Because 24, 48. 48 hours came, like 2 days in. And then they were like, well, everything looks pretty good, so you might get to go today. And then Justin packed everything, put it on the bed. He was ready to go. And then they came in and took
packed everything.
Yeah. They came in and took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was up. They checked Charlotte. Her blood sugar was down. So then they said, you can't go today. And I started crying.
This is 5 days in.
Yeah. And Charlotte was crying.
Worst. I packed everything on the bed. I was ready to go. We're going to get the car. They come in and say you have to stay another 24 hours.
Yeah. And it was longer than 24 hours.
Yeah, it was like 28 or 9 or something.
Yeah. So then Justin had to put everything back.
I was losing it.
Yeah. And
I didn't even get cut surgery.
And I was in so much pain at that point because like all the drugs had kind of worn off, and because I'm breastfeeding, they could only give me like Advil and Tylenol, regular strength. So it was hard. Like I mean, even now sometimes I tried to get out of the car when we brought her home, remember, and I had done my makeup kind of cute. And
you pulled stitches a little bit?
Yeah, I threw my leg to get out, and it tugged, and it felt like my insides were ripping open, and I just started sobbing. It's been like, and then sometimes I'm just getting out of bed, right, or sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the sides that hurt the most. So, and then, oh God. So BMO was trying to heal me because she knew I was in pain.
She does this. Anytime I'm hurt or Jane's hurt, she'll try and heal that area by vibrating on it or massaging it.
Yeah, so I was laying down. I just got Charlotte down, and I was kind of like half closing my eyes. And then I felt BMO get on the bed, and I'm like, okay, she's going to snuggle me. Like, that's totally fine. But then she stepped on to where the incisions were, and she started to massage, and I was like, oh, like this big scream, and I like flung her in the air, and her arms and legs spread out, and then she landed. Well, yeah. She jumped because she got so scared because I screamed, and then she was so scared, so she just stayed by my feet at the end of the bed, and she still wanted to heal me, but she knows to stay away from my tummy for now. But
that was a story of like bringing her home. We'll get into more details and stuff about
the first couple days,
feeding, and first couple of nights. Oh my gosh, we're so tired right now. Right now, like Jane has had less sleep than I had, but still I've had not that much.
You've had like no sleep, and
so we're super tired. New parents, and we'll get into that stuff next episode. For sure.
It's pretty crazy, but in the end, now my blood pressure is okay. My platelets are back to normal, and
Charlotte is up in weight.
Yeah,
she's perfect.
She came out. She was 6 pounds 2 ounces when she came out, and babies usually drop weight. She dropped to 5'9", and now she's 5'11" and a half.
Mm-hmm. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll see we just came from the hospital. So follow us on Instagram if you haven't.
And Charlotte's great. She's incredible.
Yeah, she's great. She's like latching. Yeah, we'll get into all that stuff.
Talk about that next time.
BMO's doing good. You can see her right here if you're watching the video version. If you are watching the video version, we encourage you to listen to us on SoundCloud. Links are down below for SoundCloud. You can listen to us at work, on the way to work. Listen to us while you're cooking. It's really cool to have just the audio version because YouTube, you have to have it open the whole time. Yeah. But you can do both, whatever.
And if you're just listening to the audio version, sorry for the pauses. That was when I was having a minor meltdown.
Yeah, that's okay. That is cool sometimes.
Yeah.
And also, if you have an iPhone, look for us and go to iTunes, look for us in the podcast section. Search CJ and Go TV or the CJ and Go TV podcast. We should pop right up. If you have Android, search us on any podcast app. It's super easy and it's free, and you can listen to us wherever you are.
Yeah. And I want to give like, they'll probably, like, we told them about our channel, but they'll probably never hear this. But I just want to like special thank you to the nurses in labor and delivery. Like they were
North York General.
At North York General Hospital. It was like
in Toronto.
Lindsay, Karina, Angie, Cheyenne, Jacqueline, Paula, like those girls, you made it all bearable. And I don't know how, because JV was taking it so hard. I don't think I would have got through if I wasn't 1-to-1 with you guys, because I needed somebody like all of you. So I really appreciate you guys. And shout outs to Dr. Kang for getting her out.
Dr. Kang was awesome. All the doctors.
And that anesthesiologist, I don't know how to say his name.
He had a cool DC
his scrub cap.
Scrub cap. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Shout outs to all our friends that came.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Peta,
Stacy,
Stacy, and then all your family and my papa and my brother.
Really cool experience. Charlotte's here. You'll see her pop up from time to time on the show because she's a newborn. We have to keep a close eye on her.
Yeah.
When she cries right now, she's sleeping for like an hour. It's amazing. We should go check her.
Yeah, an hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah,
she's been zonked.
Yeah.